Monday afternoon, we saw a trade that no one saw coming when the Los Angeles Clippers sent Blake Griffin to the Detroit Pistons. And now it reports that the Clippers are not done making trades before next week's trade deadline. We have to ask, should these Clippers just go for it and do a full rebuild on this team? Should they gut it out? We're going to ask that question, and I got some answers to help with that, and we're going to talk about it right now. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mikey Prince, aka Kid with Game. Welcome to Hoop Nerds. I am so glad to be back. Listen, I was sick the last 4 days. I couldn't do nothing. I was just laying in bed sleeping for like 4 days straight. Who wants to do that? That is no fun. Like, don't do that. Why? Why would you want to do that? I don't want to do that. Why do that? I don't know. But anyway, I'm back. Glad to be back. And we're talking about the Los Angeles Clippers because on Monday they traded their star Blake Griffin after signing him to a 5-year contract that he didn't even finish the first year yet, and they already traded him. They decided this isn't going to work out. They let him go. They sent him to Detroit Pistons. Good luck, Blake in the East. Can't wait to watch that. But now we have to look at the Clippers and say, should they do a full rebuild? Because there's already reports and rumors that, look, they're trying to do a deal package for DeAndre Jordan and Lou Williams. They're also working on a contract extension on DeAndre Jordan just in case they decide to keep him. And the question is, should they keep him or should they just let him go? Next week is the trade deadline. A lot of trades are going to happen. Listen, to all you Clippers fans out there, I'm going to say it like this. The Clippers should do a full rebuild on this team. They should absolutely trade DeAndre Jordan by next week's trade deadline. If they could find a good trade for Lou Williams as well or whatever, yes, they should do it. Here's why. I know when a lot of people and their hometown teams or favorite teams, whatever the case may be, when they hear rebuild, they're thinking, great, here's another 5+ years of watching my team lose, can't get them nowhere. And yes, that's true for a lot of teams out there, not saying any names, Brooklyn. But here's the thing with the Clippers. The Clippers are in such a great direction if they do decide to rebuild that I truly feel that you won't wait that long to see them back into the playoffs again. And here's why. In that Blake Griffin deal alone, they got Tobias Harris. He's 25 years old. He right there is your core for a rebuild team. He's your guy that you could actually keep to help build this team. Not only that, but you guys have draft picks. All right, you guys are safe with drafts. Now here's the thing. I don't follow college basketball. I'm not a huge college basketball fan, so I don't know about, like, you know, who we should be expecting in next year in the NBA and this and that. I only go off what I read from reports on ESPN or wherever, anywhere. But from what I've read about the future talent in the NBA, of the upcoming NBA, I heard that these next 3 draft classes is supposed to be loaded with all-star players. Like, I heard supposedly you can't miss in these next 3 drafts. You're guaranteed, unless you're just a horrible draft pick player, whatever, scout, you're guaranteed to get a all-star type player within these next 3 draft class. So that puts the Clippers in a great spot because they have the picks for these next 3 years and beyond. They are in a great position to draft well. You trade DeAndre Jordan, you could even get another pick to help you even further. You could get another young player to help start this rebuild process right away in trading DeAndre Jordan. And honestly, I'll probably keep Lou Williams just to have a veteran to help with the rebuild, because Lou Williams has shown that he can still score. He's a point guard and a shooting guard. He's the ideal rebuild veteran that you want to just help mentor any young rookie or players that you get. You have your draft picks. You could totally look for a today type center in a draft instead of trying to keep a DeAndre Jordan who isn't really built for today's NBA in terms of centers. And you could go into this draft and you could get a guy like a guy that could really shoot the threes at the center position, that can help spread the court. It's a guy that's made for today, because let's be honest, that's what the NBA is about. That's what these young kids in who are trying to be in the NBA. That's the game they're transitioning to. So to get a young rookie center, you're gonna get a guy that's going to be made for the upcoming, for this now NBA style of play. And then with that being said, then in the offseason, you could get veteran wings, you could get young wings, young shooters, points, whatever the case may be. Start a rebuild process, get a core, and then free agents will come. Maybe not the huge names that you people will expect in a right away, but if you show that the talent your team has, you could definitely do something great. My prediction, if the Clippers do decide to do a full rebuild and just gut out this team, that they could easily be right back in the playoff spots within 3 to 5 years. But here is the big issue, in my opinion, that has to be solved with the Clippers. You have to get rid of the Rivers family. They gots to go. You gotta get rid of Doc Rivers and you gotta get rid of Austin Rivers. You can't. They're not helping this Clippers franchise. I get the resume of a Doc Rivers. I get what he did with the Celtics and all that. But the bad blood between supposedly was going on in the locker rooms between Austin Rivers and teammates, and whatever the case may be between this father-son relationship, favoritism, whatever the case is, if you want to start fresh, if you want to look for the future, if you want to be contenders as a franchise, the River family has to go. That is my personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Should they get rid of Doc Rivers and Austin Rivers? Should they just fully commit into a full rebuild and trade DeAndre Jordan, possibly trade Lou Williams and maybe Danilo Gallinari, whatever the case, whoever they have? Should they just just get rid of everybody? Let me know in the comments below what you think. What should they do? I want to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you didn't, doesn't matter. And if you're new to the channel, you like what I do here, as always, this is Hoop Nerds, where we talk nothing but basketball. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know, nothing but love. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.